Hi, my name is Meihui Liu, and I'm Taiwanese originally, but I came to England since 1994. My label is called Victorian Fashion Street. I started from Portobello Market, making one-off handmade clothes, and then start to have my first shop on Fashion Street in the East London. My philosophy and my concept of my design is recycled vintage fabric and Victorian lace mixed with lots of different periods of textile and create one of handmade garment. Everything is handmade in England and it's one of unique pieces. Also, my obsession and passion of collecting vintage fabric, recycling all the broken part dresses and remake them, give them a new life to curate modern pieces and modern fashion. Here is my studio, which you could see lots of mixture of textile and fabric and colorful creative environment here. I love all the 80s music, but I love Victorian and vintage fabric. So when you see my creation, you can see there's lots of history, lots of goth, punk, new romantic. So there's lots of Victorian meets the 80s influence, like the new romantic.
Hi, my name's Philip Colbert. I'm the designer of the Rodnik Band. We're here in the Rodnik Band studio. So the concept behind the Rodnik Band is very much trying to amalgamate sort of fashion and art with a bit of music. The idea is trying to present the label as a pop brand rather than just a fashion brand. I actually didn't study fashion. I read philosophy at university, and then I basically fell into fashion. It was almost by accident. And the aesthetic and the identity and everything is very much a response in a way to what I was seeing with the fashion industry itself and what I was seeing with the actual philosophical value of clothing and fashion. So I'm often looking for iconic objects that lie in people's subconscious that they maybe have a sentimental attachment to, and I like translating those ideas into different dimensions. So, for example, I really looked at the icons of art, of contemporary art, and like Mondrian, like Marcel Duchamp, like Van Gogh's Sunflowers, or very iconic sort of, almost like symbolic ideas associated with art. But I like the idea of taking these symbols, which they are, and translating them into wearable dresses, created a parody between the idea of fashion and art. Recycling an artwork and making it wearable and changing it's a bit like Duchamp taking a ready-made and making it into an art piece. From taking an art piece and taking it into clothing, it very literally deals with this issue of the two genres and how they can be reconciled and how they create something that's unique. So even one negates an existing idea, you use that as a symbol and as a tool to access a concept, to communicate to people.
Hi, I'm Arlette Ess. I'm an artist. Arlette Ess is also the name of my fashion label. I've been in London since 2003. Originally I'm from Switzerland. In my work I mainly use Indian ink. It's called Indian ink in English, but it's actually from China and it's been used over 5,000 years. I really like the simplicity of this medium and its permanence. Like once you put something on paper, it stays there forever. You can't erase it, you can't wash it away. It's a very meditative process because you need a real mix of concentration and relaxation in order to draw. I went to art school in London. I went to Camberwell College of Arts at University of the Arts London. I studied graphic design. So graphic design is about visual communication. It's about how to communicate an idea through different media. It's also about constraint and about thinking and problem solving. So you can probably see this in my work, in the way I lay out the drawings, the way I use the space on the paper. What inspires me visually is patterns in nature. Because pretty much everything in nature forms patterns. So when I look at fur or at the way a plant grows, I find it extremely inspiring. But for the content, I'm more drawn to strong symbolic elements, especially in animals. So meaning I draw animals, but what really interests me is probably what they mean to us and what they say about something within us, how we interpret them. So it's more about the symbolic properties and it's more about the narrative and the story that everybody can find their own significance and their own meaning.
Hello everyone, my name is Candy. I'm the designer and the owner of Candy Baker Hosiery. I'm a London-based designer and I've been designing hosiery for the last 5 years. I would like to show you my design and the story behind the scenes. Today I'm gonna just tell you about my collection. Here's the inspirations, idea, and how this collection made. So in here, I'm gonna show you the first collection. It's called Crystal Collections. This has come from the idea in the 1920s and 30s. The jazz time, the music, the outfit, the grammars. Great Gatsby time. And here's our iconic collections called Stardust. You can see the crystal is all the way from the leg, from the bottom and go up. So here's some sketches I did when I designed my hosiery. I always carry my book, and when I think about have inspired the line, the shape, the color, I will also join my book. So if you have anything you want to know about the brand, you can come to like our Facebook page. It's Candy Baker London, or you can come to visit our website. It's www.candybaker.co.uk.
Hi, my name is Clara English. I make handmade jewellery in London. All of the jewellery that I make is about the idea of making special. So I take ordinary or insignificant or overlooked objects and turn them into precious jewellery through the magic of the processes. My jewellery is described as unmistakably English and unforgettable. The magpie is my favourite bird. In England we have a lot of superstition and folklore surrounding them. I've been making jewellery for 4 years. All of the jewellery that I make is informed by my sense of humour and by a British eccentricity and a mischievous. All of my work is made in sterling silver, which is hallmarked at the London Assay office. I also make pieces in solid gold. I add gold vermeils to the silver to give them a rose gold appearance or a yellow gold appearance. I also work with precious stones like rubies, black sapphires. Here is the little bubble blower. As you can see, blows smaller bubbles. They're very cute. The whole bubbles range is inspired by simple pleasures, smiles and happiness, and everybody's right to be the happiest they can be.
I'm Michelle Lowe-Holder, and I'm now doing an accessory brand. It's a bit of an eco-hybrid brand. Everything is handmade. We produce everything actually most of it in the studio, but mostly in England. I'm from Canada, and I came here to do my master's degree in knitwear, actually at Central St. Martin's, and I stayed here. I did a women's wear collection for 10 years. At the moment we exhibit twice a year in Paris and have done for 3 years. This season, actually next week, we're going to show in New York for the first time and show the new collection, Autumn Winter 15. The concept is rock, paper, scissors. That's the name, also the name of the collection. So we're using a new material that is very, very natural. It's actually made out of rock, but it's never been used before, and we're using it for handbags. We're continuing with our fringes. We have some beautiful vintage bugle beads in cinnamon and in grey. So we're continuing with our fringing, and we built that up like this. It's almost like sea anemones. So everything is built sort of on nature, on randomness, just like the game rock, scissors, paper. So although the material is like cutting paper, rock, but there's also a randomness to it, like the game, that is in nature and also in some of the pieces, and that we put them together. They look very natural.
Hello, welcome. I'm Natasha Marro, and I make handmade shoes. I'm a shoe designer. I moved to London in '92. I'm originally from France. My inspirations start from anything like a fairy tale, fantasy, toys, technology, TV, film, music, color. I will look at leather, fall in love with a color or texture or anything, and from that then my imagination run wild, and I just want to create something new and exciting. It's like a magic box, and it's all about sparkle, fairy tale. It's all going to be magic and feeling quite sexy as well. I do grown-up shoes. I like a bit of naughtiness as well, and it's always a bit playful. We have like people like Lady Gaga or Madonna, anyone who makes shows like Beyonce, Gwen Stefani would want something special and exciting. The comfort is always the key for me. I like things really crazy, but the comfort's got to be, because you want to forget about your shoes and enjoy it. It can be for anyone. I always say I don't like to transform people. I don't want to push my style to people. I'm trying to help you. To maybe you have a person inside you who you're a bit shy to come out, and I'm just trying to help it. But obviously some people are more in London especially, that's why I moved here, because people are less scared to be different.
Hello Taiwan! I'm Rosie Wolfenden.
And I'm Harriet Devine.
And we are Tatty Devine. We met at art school where we were studying painting, and when we graduated we just started making jewellery. We've now got 2 shops in London and a concession in Selfridges.
And Rosie and I design everything ourselves, and then we've got a team of people that all make everything by hand for us. So in London and a studio in Kent, we make everything ourselves.
We strive to make jewellery that doesn't exist anywhere else in the world, that can be a reflection of true originality and also individuality, making sure people can be themselves and look different.
And our real signature really is laser cut acrylic. Our shapes that we've laser cut now for maybe 13 years, they've become really like iconic, totally to do with Tatty Devine. It's like the lobster necklace and the dinosaur necklace are all like real classic pieces of our design now. Tatty Devine is sort of quintessentially British, really. It's really like strong British brand.
One really exciting aspect of what we do is we do personalised name necklaces and go through the process of actually designing your own name necklace. You can order them online as well.
You can choose your colour and the font and the charm and the colour of the chain, and you can basically just make your entire personality in a name necklace. We always just really aspire to make jewellery that's fun and original. It's really important to us that it kind of has a real sort of sense of playfulness about it.
And that's essentially what makes Tatty Devine jewellery.
It's like making something that's never existed before. It was always something that we were trying to do. When we first started, we didn't have anything, and you know, it's just like, and then when it doesn't exist in the world, you want to make it happen.
And that's why we make Tatty Devine jewellery.
Hi, I'm Sarah Angold, and I'm the creative director of Sarah Angold Studio, which is a London-based jewellery design company. The concept of our company is all about fusing a real artisanal craftsmanship, a really carefully thought out way of working with technology and really innovative design. We are constantly pushing the boundaries of technology, using 3D printing, body scanning, all the latest innovations, but then also making sure that everything has that attention to detail, which, you know, a luxury brand really requires. My background's actually in textile design, and after graduating from my MA at the Royal College, I moved to Japan to design concept cars for Toyota. So very three-dimensional, and you know, working with a really collaborative team. And that's really become something that's been core to the way I run the studio, is that we're constantly working on collaborations with fashion ones with David Comer, fine art ones with Grayson Perry. We're always looking for that new way to work, and I think that's how the real innovation happens. Is for me, I think inspiration really can come from anywhere. So I'm the weirdo in the back of the movie theatre at a sci-fi film with my sketchbook sketching away. You know, we look at a lot of things that are very graphic, very architectural, and you can tell that by our work. But now we also look at transformers and cars and all kinds of things that maybe you wouldn't think could be used as inspiration for, you know, elegant luxury jewellery. But for us, I think that's what keeps things interesting and keeps things different, is that we really do take our inspiration from such a wide variety of sources.